Oh shit, indeed, Jim Smith. Jim Smith? I don't know where that came from. Jim Speak. I don't know where the Smith came from. You're a Smith now. That's what I've done. How you doing, Smack Salad? Sorry, I'm all wet and stuff. I just got out of the shower and that. My pops will be with us shortly, but he's doing that thing where he's lost on the way somewhere. Bless him. Right, let me adjust this camera. Evening, here for 15, and then got a run for half an hour. Ooh, what are you up to? What you got planned, Michael? What are you doing? I always think it's sus when you're doing stuff. It's in the things you write here. I know what you get up to. All right. I've lost my watch. There we go. There it is. Got him. Oh, how are we doing? Oh, call me. How the fuck are we all doing? Good afternoon, Dibs. Also, as well, I've got an email from a couple of people in the chat. It's now a few of yous. It's not more than just a couple, and I haven't replied to a single one of yous because I'm terrible like that. I will be making time to do it after this show today. Also, there will be an after party in the Discord after this stream's done. Yeah, so we'll have a giggle. We've lost Dad. He was supposed to be here like a couple minutes ago, bless him. I'm going to put a jumper on as well, so bear with me. Literally just got here just in time. I'm secretly here for it. I have things in Scotland called youth clubs. What are they? What are youth clubs? And I think, are they like those youth centres that we used to have, don't have anymore? Oh, God, I remember youth club. Youth club was fun. Learned how to play ping pong. Oh, he doesn't love a bit of youth club. Right, so we've got everything set up, good to go. We're going to be going through some smelly lefties. I've been on the internet a lot, and I've seen, guys, if you don't know, there's this thing called these lefties, right? And they are just ruining everything. Everything that you think that is going wrong in your life, a lefty did it. It was a lefty. Every single thing that you've ever encountered that's, gone askew in your life, every time you stubbed your toe, that was a smelly lefty. Every time you forgot to feed your dog, that was a smelly lefty that did that. He made your dog suffer. Hello.
You smelly lefty.
You smelly
lefty. Good after evening.
There you go.
How are we? Save the gammons. Hey, welcome. Good to see you. Smackety's in. Sorry, have I taken over? Sorry.
No, not at all.
Jim.
Not at all. Say hello to people. Say hi.
Gillian, always here, Gillian. Dibbles is everybody. All the important people are in. This is cool. Yes.
And your dog's here as well. He's like, where's my shout out, Dad?
Who? Oh, can you hear him? So the kids have just gone to the shop. He couldn't go because he's a lunatic. So he just loves them to bits, doesn't he? Oh my God, they've gone to the shop. All right, hey, come on. That's daft now. There you go. So what are you doing? Anything?
At the moment, I've just put a jumper on, so I'm just sorting myself out because my t-shirt was all like folded up underneath it.
Smelly lefties. Absolutely, Michael. With morals and concern for your neighbours. It's absolutely. Yeah, the dog's here. Thanks, Smackety. Sorry about this. I should kick him while I'm talking. Oh, hush, dog.
Can you hear his dog?
One thing he does love is kids, mate. He loves kids to bits. He thinks it's his job to protect them.
Only because they're stinky and they've always got treats on them like sweets. And
Oh yeah, they leak food all the time. Absolutely. Come on, out you go. Let me try him outside here.
tie him outside. It's not.
No,
really.
I haven't tied him out. Let me try.
I know what you said. I know it just sounded. I know you said let me tire him out. And
Yeah, let me just kick him until he stops twitching.
That sounds like a smelly lefty trick to me, Dad.
Yeah, I know. That's silly. So yeah, only 2 likes. Go on, Jim. Tell him, mate. Flipping. What is with this only 2 likes?
Whoa! What the fuck is this bullshit about? I know, right? Jesus.
Here's your evening unwind.
Jeez, man, we need to get that sorted.
Alexa,
right
stop. Goodness, my house is crazy today. Hi, MZ. It's CR.
Hello, everyone.
Molly. I see you.
With the mole and everything. That's well funny.
Moly.
Molly.
Well, good evening. Yeah. So,
Get rid of them all. Get rid of them all, Jim.
Oh,
Go scorched earth. Right.
sorry, that was my grandson just arrived. Open the bedroom door. I wasn't expecting it, I'll be honest.
Okay.
And,
I got this for us.
oh, that's disgusting. I don't want any of that. Thank you. Have fun.
Nice.
Oh, I hate that. Thank you.
Yeah, let's come
You know
out
that
this
sushi tuna sushi stuff and
Sushi.
yeah. I couldn't think of anything worse, honestly. However, I love you.
I do have a bit of a thing for veggie sushi. It's
Love you,
well
kid.
nice as it happens. Veggie, anything really.
All right, I love you, lad. I'll see you in a minute. Bring the phone. Okay. Don't worry. What?
Michael was just saying you're gonna have to earn my like tonight. I'm not a like giving slow. Bless him.
Good job. You tell him. Got an interesting. Yeah. So what? I mean, we don't have any plan at all. No. Yes.
Well, we do. I haven't. Oh shit! I've got a few people in mind. I wanted to catch you up on some of these horrible, smelly lefties that you've been hearing so much about. Awful. I'm looking at specifically left-wing streamers. We're gonna have a look at them. People like Annie Says, Femi Fock Politics, that Aid with his comedy making us laugh. What a fucking lefty!
Annie Says, I do respect. I've got a lot of respect for that lady. Look forward to seeing her because I haven't seen what she's been doing for a little while.
I said Aid. Who did you think I was talking about?
Annie Says.
Oh, Annie Says. Sorry, I did say that as well.
You
Should we start there? Should we see what Annie's been up to? That bloody lefty out there trying to fight for equality and fucking the end of genocide. Who does she think she is?
1 second. I'll be with you in 1 second.
No, you won't. That's a lie.
You liar.
He lies a lot. So, this lefty, this Annie Says lefty over here, let me share this with you now. She's on a lot of platforms, doing a lot of really cool good work. She's growing her YouTube at the moment, doing bits and bobs here and there. And honestly, the leftiness just oozes out of her. It's terrible. Awful things. She's currently, she's managed to worm her way in with good hard work and journalistic standards. She's managed to get herself in with the Canary at the moment. She's now a reporter for them, which is absolutely awesome. I mean, no, it's not. That's awful. How dare she? Canary, leftist publication, telling us truth and well reported on facts. How dare they? So let's have a gander. Let's see. The Filton.
Oh,
No, it's okay. Don't worry about it. I'm just seeing if Annie's in here at all, or if it's just her recording, or if she's a part of it at all. Because she was campaigning very heavily for the Filton 24. No, she's not in that one there. Let's have a look. I'll tell you what, it would be really good. Let's have a look at her. She's got Chai Book Club. Actually, maybe not. Look at this. Look at this. Typical lefty stuff. Loving the police. Fucking. What is it those lefties do? They're all aligned with police, aren't they?
have attacked Muslims as they were praying, literally grabbing them, punching them, dragging them. Anybody who was trying to protect the Muslims that were praying were pushed and shoved out of the way. In fact, you know what?
No way. Where was this?
In the video so you can see and bear witness with your own eyes.
Say that again, Dad?
When's this? 10th of February she made this.
Was this 10th of February?
Yeah.
Oh, it's 3 weeks ago. Oh, yeah, but I mean, February this month. It was a few weeks ago. I just thought, just to give people a sort of rough idea of what a content is. What it
And
looks
then
like,
I'm going to
what
be
she is
right
in
back
person.
to talk about.
And look at these smelly lefties with their hygiene and their skin routines. It's fucking awful. Awful stuff. Right into that camera. I need to stop that. Just terrible stuff. Look at her. She's like taking care of herself. What kind of leftist mind trick is that?
Talk about it.
What?
Yeah, typical lefty covering events that aren't getting much coverage.
Where was this then? Well, she'll tell us in a minute, I guess.
Oh, this is New South Wales. Australia. No, wait, New South Wales. Yeah, Australia, isn't it?
Yeah,
They
I
look
like
like British bobbies, though, when they're paused like this, don't they?
Well,
They are
Australia or
Australian.
New Zealand.
Sorry?
I don't know. Australia or New Zealand, one of those.
Where is New South Wales? I'm going to have to Google this now. Damn it. I'm pretty sure it's Australia. Australia, yeah. And if it wasn't, I would have lied anyway to save face, so because I'm a
That was
lefty.
me being a musical interlude then while you were doing your Google. Whoa! Yeah, that push right is good, huh?
That guy that got shoved then was fucking thrown back quicker than DP when he fucking goes shopping.
Footage from the Sydney anti-Herzog rally tonight.
Where's that, say?
Footage from the Sydney anti-Herzog rally tonight, mate.
Okay, I'm confused. Where and what are you talking about? Sorry.
It's what it says on the picture, on the video. I bet you can't even see the writing, can you? There.
That's blurry. I can make this stuff out just about, but this is a bit
Yeah.
blurry to me. That's why I keep leaning right into my camera. I need to fucking sit back and. There you go. Look at that guy!
Punch him right in the gut.
Fucking hell! That's those anti-far tactics,
Punch
isn't
him
it?
in the guts, mate. Yeah.
Those bloody anti-fars, all dressed in black. I knew it.
Gotcha! Right in the lips. And again. Come on, punch a hole right through him.
And a fucking dead arm just for good luck.
Yeah. I assume that's entirely legal in Australia. Fucking hell. So, I mean, that's outrageous.
That is outrageous, isn't it? It's fucking horrendous.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward. She doesn't seem to have any more posts. What happened to her posts? I'm sure she had a few.
She probably got busy.
No, I
Which is
mean,
a shame.
I
I
mean,
was hoping we'd see more of it, not less.
no. Listen.
Oh, yeah.
There's no posts. They've been removed.
Oh. Annie, what are you doing?
What did you do, Annie?
Is it because will it be because she's joined Canary? She'll be exclusive to Canary.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know. Well, let's have a look.
Jim, before there's anything, let's just clear that up. The Isaac Herzog is former Israeli president. Not a nice man. So I didn't know he was in town and knocking about, Jim. I thought he'd have been arrested if he went anywhere near the fucking West. But there you go.
Is Herzog wanted, or is it Netanyahu and a few others? Is Herzog in that list?
In what list? She was getting death threats, for fuck's sake. How crazy is this becoming now? You know what I mean? Fucking death threats for chatting online. What the fuck?
Yeah. Do you know what? She has been mentioning this previously. I should probably guess that myself. We haven't been up to date with Annie Says recently. But yeah, I mean, she does really good work, and I mean, the work that she's doing, that she has been doing, surrounding highlighting certain specific auditors, and as well as obviously, you know, the Palestine protest that she was
And
attending.
you know who she's hurt? Do you know who she's hurt? Fucking nobody. She hasn't fucking hurt anybody.
No. But yeah, maybe it could have been that. It could have been something else. But I mean, it's probably that. She has been talking about it. We'll see what some of the latest content is, and then see if we can dig a bit more into that and see if there's any videos.
And I have a da'wah going on. I could risk my da'wah. Some embassy, some guy would talk to some official saying this da'iyah who's in your UAE slandering us and talking in politics and all that. It can stop my da'wah. If I say one thing about Israel that can stop my da'wah, do you think that's something that's smart? And I'm doing 3-4 classes a day. Alhamdulillah, they're benefiting. I'm benefiting. Why would I stop all that for something that has no value, to be honest?
I don't even have words. I don't even have words anymore. That is Faris El Hamadi, some online dawah bro. And that's why he's been silent. That's why he's complicit. That's why he promotes the UAE and its leaders.
So, yeah, I don't really know that guy, to be honest.
Breaking news,
Here we go.
David Lammy is trying to take us into war. So he just gave a press conference where...
Oh, wait, she's
You
going
know,
to be...
it's nothing like a war when the country's fucking poor.
Oh, yeah. I'll tell you what, though. She's doing... I can predict already, without having seen this content, I can predict she's going to do that typical lefty thing of being all anti-war and death. God, could you imagine?
Can you believe it?
God, smelly lefties, eh?
Fucking Labour Party screaming for war again. They're wankers. Wankers, mate.
he turned around and suggested that Britain could legally strike Iran to defend its interests. This whole strike, defense, offensive, defensive nonsense. So we strike you to defend something, make it make sense. We're just striking you. Anyway, he's turned.
The preemptive strike she's talking about, isn't it? Typical lefty, doesn't understand what...
Yeah, talking about preemptive strikes, illegal shit. Who declared war on fucking Iran yet? Have we? No, we haven't. So we can strike our... What was it? We can strike to protect our assets. Fuck me. That's like, okay, free range Iranians, kill as many as you want. Fucking crazy. It's not good.
That's certainly how it feels. I've forgotten what point it's going to be now. Sorry. Jim's. We've got that link in the chat there, so we'll go and have a look at this quickly now. But I have to go on to YouTube to do it because StreamYard won't let you copy.
Just let us play for a second or two, no?
Yeah.
Around and said the RAF are currently limited to shooting down missiles, so that's defensive. However, he admitted it could be lawful for the RAF to go further and directly strike Iranian sites that are launching the missiles. So that's offensive, right? So we're going from defensive to offensive, from protecting yourselves when missiles are striking down to actually striking targets. He's about to walk us into World War III. Oh, and the whole
Again, typical lefty. She doesn't want World War III. What's all that about, eh? What kind of person doesn't want death and destruction on a large industrial scale across the planet? What kind of person detached from reality doesn't want to see all those horrible lefties that I can see what everyone says about them? These guys are just the worst, aren't they? I get the beefs now. I'm understanding it.
press conference was a mess. At the same time, he's saying Cyprus is part of NATO. No, it's not.
No, it's
No,
not.
I couldn't agree with you, Chief. Yeah, honestly, I'm on your side, right? Taking out launches isn't offensive, and the people that are around them, and they're over 800 people, I believe now, that are dead in Iran, that's not an offensive thing either. So you're right there, Chief. I'm on your side today. These smelly lefties don't get it, do they? No, they just don't get it. It's only missile launches and about 800 people. But the missile launchers, that's what we're going to focus on.
Take him out isn't offensive, lol. Well, kind of is. You know, because did you declare war, Chief, on Iran? Because somebody must have. I must have missed it.
No, Israel did.
Yeah. Well, Israel did, yeah, but then we're not. Oh, yes, we are Israel. I'm sorry. Stop. Oh, Chief.
No, yeah, no, wait, Dad, you're getting it all wrong today. Remember, today we're on their side. We're anti-lefty today. We understand all of their points, right? So this right here, stop fighting. What a great point. All we have to do now, from our perspective as anti-lefties, is just simply explain that by firing at British bases that aren't at all being used to attack the places that are firing against them. Anyway, it's not like they're not even remotely attached to this war in Iran. They're not helping American jets or anything like that. They're not doing any of that stuff. You know?
Yeah. It's funny, you know. Well, it's not
also
funny.
As well.
Go on.
I've seen it in the leftist media. I just want to point this out. I've seen a bunch of lefties saying that the attack on Cyprus didn't actually come from Iran, as they so suspected originally, and it came from a different place, and it came from Hezbollah. But they are Iranian backed, so let's not get muddied in the waters, all right? Let's attack Iran because we can. That seems to be my understanding of the right thing.
Well, let's attack Iran because Trump called our guy Starmer a loser, and he wants to make sure that he's not a loser. And I've been saying since day one that fucker wanted to be a war prime minister, and him and fucking Slammy, they're in for it, aren't they? They're really up for it. They've got this belief that fucking hell, that you can win a ground war from the air. That you can win against fucking Iran. You ain't going to do that. You just ain't. There's far too fucking much of it. I don't know. It's all bollocks. It's going to cost more people fucking lives, just so that fucking I believe so that Starmer can have his portrait painted as a war prime minister.
I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I'm gonna play a little devil's advocate here. You've said that about every prime minister since Tony Blair, every single one. That one wants to be a wartime prime minister. That one wants to be a wartime prime minister.
And do you know what? They all have, haven't they? They've all tried.
I don't know. To be honest with you, I don't see. I don't think that. I think it couldn't be clearer. Starmer does not want to be involved in this never-ending war in the Middle East again. He doesn't want to drag the UK through that, but he has to because we're not insulated like, say, Spain or anywhere else where they've refused to allow American dirty lefties to allow Americans to land in those bases. Spain has done that. They've said no, we're not going to allow people to land in these bases. Americans to put your jets here so you can go off and bomb Iran illegally. We're not going to do that, but because we don't have the insulation of Europe protecting us from the whims of a mad orange man, adjudicated rapist in the White House, because we don't have that, we're kind of forced here. You know what I mean? Like, so Starmer's like, well, fuck, it's either really hard times politically because we're not in the European Union and we rely on Trump more now than ever and we're more vulnerable to him, or we just let him use our bases and we try not to get directly involved, even though it is involved. Do you know what I mean? I think this is Trump. He's pulling his weight and he's making it felt. He's like, fine.
It wasn't that long ago. Starmer was saying we've got no part of a war that doesn't have an end plan and all that shit. Do you remember it? Just a week or so ago. Well, I'll have no part unless I'm absolutely sure there's a fucking, there's a way out and all that shit. And what does he do? Just throws more air. Let's fucking deliver democracy one bomb at a time. I wonder how many bombs it's going to take.
He's got a choice, hasn't he, Starmer? He's got a choice. He can either be the prime minister that presided over the bombing of Iran and had an involvement in it, however large or small, or he'll be the prime minister that ended the special relationship, quote unquote, and pushed the UK into further recession and economic disaster.
Do you think so? Well, I mean, in my world, we'd give the middle finger to America, jump back into Europe. In my world. But
Starmer won't do that either.
Huh?
He can't. His hands are a bit tied at the moment. There was a vote on that. That was split country right down the middle again. That is bad times for everybody. I'm not saying that this is the best option. I would not do it. I'm just saying that I can see that this government doesn't want any part in another illegal war in Iraq. British people have got no appetite for it. There was a YouGov poll done. Barely anybody supports this action in Iran. It's only weird and the far right that are doing this. You know what I mean? It's honestly only those weirdos that support it. Everyone else is like, no more illegal wars, please. We don't want death and destruction. That's not how you bring democracy, one bomb at a time. It's never worked. It doesn't work.
It's never worked yet. We've never won a war from the air yet, have we? Never had a successful end to a war. From the air, you just can't do it. You'd have to have boots on the ground, wouldn't you? If you were gonna stop Iran doing fucking anything, and you're not. I mean, it's how many million people are in Iran? 90 million, is it? That's a lot of people. A lot of people to fuck around with.
A lot of people. It is, but when it comes to Iran and the things that are happening there, it's. See, do you know what? This is how fucking good Annie says is. We've just launched into a 10-minute conversation about the sub. Do you know what I mean? Like we are, she is good at making sure that we're, this is her what she does best. Providing information, reporting on the facts, and being a journalist.
Yeah, let it say. She's probably going to say everything we were going to say, only better. Crack on. So, put that back up. So I heard it hit a hangar that wasn't being used, of course. Although, had it hit a room full of people, there would have been some serious injuries, Jim. So that's what I heard. I think I heard a BBC reporter say that, but didn't hit the runway like we were told. No, what is the truth nowadays? But spend all that fucking, like we were saying in the Discord, spend all that money on them fucking radars looking up, and these things fly as low as they can to the sea. Well, that's not fair, is it? Spend all that money looking up. There you go. It's all hey, it's kicking off in the chat, isn't it?
No, I think that Chief meet Jim. This is Jim. He does his thing. He's got a zero tolerance for bullshit. So enjoy yourselves in the chat.
Sorry, Chief.
Leave chat to the chat. We're the panel. We'll do our thing on here, and we'll just pick out the fun or particularly stupid comments, because we have the likelihood to be able to bring those out. But to go back to Annie Says though, we'll let her finish up. She was talking about David Lammy, and then we're going to go over to.
And then
we're going to go to Canary Chai Time.
Instead of talking about typhoons, he's talking about tycoons. The RAF tycoons. A tycoon is a rich person. I know you got money on your mind, David Lammy, but literally Freudian slip over there. What the hell is going on?
Wait.
I'm sorry.
David Lammy might be onto something. We should strike Iran with tycoons. We'll just throw billionaires at them.
What a good idea. I was up for
catapult. What do you think?
Yeah. It's all good, Jim. We'll chat. We're good. I know, mate. You got it.
Could you imagine if that was like, if he wrote it down like that as well and he like passed it on as an order? Right, we're going to send 4 tycoons in. And then the general's looking at the order and he's like, I don't know where we'll find 4 tycoons, but I'll fucking get them for you.
So, our mate here, Save the Gammons. So the thing is, we are actually a lapdog of the USA. Trump said naughty boy, so Starmer said okay. How high, but don't let it look too bad to our over-educated population in compared to the average USA voter. I understand that, mate. I bloody understand that. My goodness. But, yes, we are. We need to dump those freaking missiles of theirs out of our submarines. We simply don't fucking need them. Let them fucking go away and spend some money on us, eh? Spending all that fucking money. Another, poor people will suffer again. Oh, we're going to have to make cuts because of all those missiles we've thrown at fucking people flying kites and shit.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy.
They'll do that thing that Labour do best where they go, oh, we're not going to commit to austerity. Here's austeritesque. It's kind of like austerity. It is austerity, but we just don't.
The new austerity. Yeah, the new fucking streamlined austerity. God damn these people.
Fucking Labour. But let's have a look. They're going to throw some tycoons at Iran. Let's see.
On. These are the people that are going to lead us into World War III. Can't even remember what countries in NATO and can't even pronounce things properly. What the hell? Defensive turned into offensive very, very quickly. Break.
Very, very quick.
Yeah. Look, I mean, we are in a pretty much in a world war now. The whole fucking Middle East is on fire. Starmer's thrown our fucking lot in. All 4 of our airplanes have gone. It's fucking madness. I'm sitting here holding my head. It's just madness. What the fuck is the point of all this? Death.
So, do you remember we were saying about? We said yesterday, day before, or whenever it was, we were doing the Iran stream on the day 4 of the conflict. So that was a few days ago. When we were talking about that, we were talking about the potential for a forever war and how we're essentially repeating the same mistakes as Iraq and Afghanistan. You can't just bomb democracy into people, right? So, funnily enough, just like Afghanistan. Sorry, 1 second.
Wiki.
For some reason, it was doing that loading thing. But just like Iran, the CIA and Mossad are now in talks. Just like Iraq. The CIA and Mossad are now in talks to back Kurdish forces so that they can attack Iran on behalf of the US and Israel. So there's discussions. This is it. Yeah,
in the north, isn't it? Yeah.
He wants to create a civil war and a massive uprising within Iran itself, and so Iranian Kurdish factions are getting ready for a ground offensive inside like northwestern Iran. So it's coordinated with ongoing US and Israeli operations that are targeting terror.
They're piling weapons at them again, mate. It's just so fucking wrong,
Well, I'd heard, and I'll try and find the receipts for it in a minute, but I'd heard that they were like, oh, we've learned our lessons and we wouldn't be giving them like serious weaponry like we did to, like small arms and things like that. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. But obviously, the officials have suggested this plan, and it aims to pressure Iran into internal unrest that could help the overall aims of this illegal war. Meanwhile, these discussions are going on. People are sort of like getting ready. These paramilitary groups, these militia and everything else, these Kurdish forces, they are getting ready for what looks like a ground invasion. There's no formal arms shipment or agreements that have been made public right yet. So let's make that clear. It's not confirmed right now. But
here's a question for people: who's prepping? Is anybody seriously prepping yet? Because I just wondered. I'm worried about my family. I'll be honest. I might start doing a bit of prepping myself. Order some of those boxes of rations. I tried one last year. They were very good, actually.
I've got a few of those because you passed them over. You were showing your grandson what MREs are, and so him and his mates. He was like, "Here you go. Here's an MRE pack. Here's how you cook it. Here's how you do this, that, and the other." And he's 17 now, so it's it's just a fun thing for for you to pass over. And I swear to God, he gave them to me so fast. He was like, "I tried that one. That was okay. We tried one of them, and it was so horrible. We don't want to try the rest."
Yeah. I think they took him camping, didn't they? There was self-heating things. Who knows what they got up to with him? It was fun. But yeah, those things. Gillian is prepping. Well done, Gillian. I think you're right. I can't fault you for that, yeah.
I'll tell you what we'll do.
Go on.
Before we dive into the streamers and that, I think actually where a better place for us to launch from would be, we'll have a look at. I'm gonna get open the Hope Not Hate State of Hate 2026, 2025. Which one was it? State of Hate.
I've got that as a PDF. I've got that as a PDF. Oh my back. Sorry, excuse me.
Are you okay, Dad?
Yeah, I'm all right. I just
take a break for a second if you want. Go make yourself a cup of tea, and I'll introduce everybody to Hope Not Hate State of Hate 2026.
Okay. Have you got it downloaded?
I have to download it, and I have to download the full report. I'll do it now.
Oh, I've got it. Yeah. Okay, you carry on. I'll be back in 1 minute. I promise. I'll move that.
No worries. You go do your thing, Dad. Yeah, go stretch yourself or don't or whatever it is. Right. Okay. So, but remember, folks, we're going to get back into character. We are going to approach this from the anti-smelly lefty perspective. We're doing it today. We're going to understand exactly what it is. I mean, look at this legend. Look at these legends on here. State of hate? You mean fucking state of great, mate? Look at this. He wants you to give up. Yeah, but only some of our rights. He's promised to put some of them back. So, fuck are these lefties worried about? Right. Let's have a look. I think around sort of page 60-ish, there may be a few familiar faces. So, let's have a look here. Let's scroll down. Where are we at? Where are we at? Yeah, look at that. It's Tickler Stanconi. The fucking Lawrence Fox. I fucking can't stand that guy. Let's have a gander. Who the fuck is this guy? There you go. Never mind. Here we go. No, it's not. It's not Claire Baldwin. It's actually Thomas Moffat, aka Young Bob. They have used the fucking best picture that just totally encapsulates this fucking. This dude is so fucking. What do you call it? Like brain broken. He's so content brained. He's a proper little master debater at the moment. So Thomas Moffat, aka Young Bob, is a young activist who first gained popularity filming controversial interviews on Speaker's Corner and campaigning for the Disciples of Christ, a Christian activist group heavily influenced by UKIP leader Nick Tenconi. Since then, he has become arguably the best known of a batch of up-and-coming auditors who attend and shoot content at protests. I'm glad that they've lumped him in there, as he is. He is absolutely just another one of these auditors. I'm a citizen journalist. No, you're not. You're a bellend. So despite his young age, Moffat has been heavily involved with UKIP and Turning Point UK, as well as acting as a journalist for Vox. For who? Who the fuck are these guys? Let me copy that. I'm going to have to... Right, who are these? It's Latin. It means voice of the people. Let's have a look. Do they have like a website? Is it like a paper? Civ Fanatics Forum has got a bit about them. I think we've got the measure of them. So anyways, that's who they are. So Moffat is also part of a growing Christian nationalist trend within the far right, having also returned to more of an old-fashioned university tabling, which made Turning Point famous. Yeah, he's gone. He's like a sort of a mini, less charismatic Charlie Kirk, isn't he? If there is such a thing as a less charismatic Charlie Kirk. But that's what he's doing. It's Turning Point UK. That's his sort of style. I saw him not that long ago. There was a bunch of stuff. Hope Not Hate reported on it, actually, because obviously he works like sort of directly and indirectly with Nick Tenconi. He's in that circle, and he was bitching to fuck about him, and it was the one time I've ever heard young Bob say something that was absolutely categorically spot on, and that was when, do you know what? I'll show you guys now. Actually, let's have a little. There you go. What young Bob really thinks of Nick Tenconi. Let's have a look at this quickly.
Nick being the leader of UKIP, it's like me calling myself a captain because I own a thingy. And yeah. Like, okay, it's got the nice name, but what exactly are you doing? And what exactly is it going to have an effect on it?
I mean, yeah, honestly, I couldn't agree more, to be honest with you, yeah. Calling yourself, it's like that old joke, isn't it? Saying that you're the leader of UKIP is like saying you're the prettiest person on the Burns unit. It's like, well done. It's So despite his young age, he's been heavily involved. Oh, we got to that point. In late 2025, Moffat was suspended from his position after Hope Not Hate revealed disparaging comments that he had made about his organisation and Tenconi. Comments that we just heard, plus so many more, where he was calling like Robinson supporters R words and all that stuff, and fucking really going for it. And do you know what? Some of his supporters as well were like, he was drugged. They plied him with alcohol. He's only 17. It's fucking. They were quick to fucking talk about why it couldn't have been him saying the things that he said, and it wasn't really his perspective, even though he said them. It's just they won't accept that it's a grift, will they? They just won't accept that that's not what he really thinks and feels. That's where the money's at. Let's have a little look through it. Dan Wootton, fuck's sake, Dan Wootton's been pissing me off recently. Watching him go and lay flowers and stuff. Ah, this guy's such a fucking scumbag. He got shot. We saw Lawrence Fox up there before. Dan Wootton was sacked, wasn't he, for allowing Lawrence Fox to go off at that Politics Joe presenter or staffer. I can't remember what her name is, but he was saying the most abhorrent, misogynistic, vile things while this fucking guy was giggling along. Yeah, even fucking like, was it GB News that they were sacked from? Even GB News were like, all right, we can't get away with that. That's not even on our entertainment license can we get away with that shit.
No.
And then there was the other fucking horrendous stuff that he got up to as well, I'm sure. With he was he blackmailing? He was extorting people over fucking over like sexual images and stuff. Am I correct in thinking that? Is that the same dude? I could be wrong. Someone in the chat. If anyone can help me out. Oh, do you want to mute yourself up, Dad? We can hear you. I'll pop you in the back. When you're ready, pop back in. But yeah. Oh, God, is she still going? How is she making this thing? I thought that she'd have fucking just eventually collapsed into the vortex of hate that is her soul. And just, like, you know, go into the singularity of bigotry. I fucking hate Katie Hopkins. Katie Hopkins is a provocative far-right former columnist and current social feed. Is she really a social media figure these days? I mean, is she really relevant to anything at the moment? First coming to attention, particularly in an unpleasant contestant series, The Apprentice. They all come from The Apprentice, don't they? Just like the Lubna Jupiter fight at the moment. Lubna comes from fucking The Apprentice. The way is here with those fucking guys. Yeah, Dan Wootton did that shit, allegedly. Yeah. Ava Evans, yes, yeah. That was it. Yeah, she worked for Politics Joe, wasn't it? I'm right, aren't I? It was that shit. That was with the Lawrence Fox and fucking. God damn it, these guys are so creepy. I can't even stay in character long enough to pretend to like them. It's just so difficult. But we will endeavour. This is the Smelly Lefty stream, and look at this Smelly Lefty publication talking about race science as though, you know, God, what is this? Polygenic sources advances race science is the successor. What the fuck is the successor to the Pioneer Fund, an American eugenics organization created in 1937 that developed ties to Nazi Germany and disseminated its propaganda. Registered in Wyoming for privacy reasons. What? Polygenic Sources is led by Emil Kierkegaard, a Danish race scientist. He first called the Human Diversity Foundation. Its name was changed in April 2025 following an infiltration by Hope Not Hate. Change the name and they'll never know who we are. Good old Emil, whose legal name is William. William Engman. Sorry, it's fucking funny, isn't it? They're always like trying to make themselves sound more or less something else. Like Tommy Robinson, for example, Stephen Yaxley Lennon. Like nobody would have taken Yaxley Lennon serious in the political sphere in terms of like ethnic fucking, you know, super racist fucking ethnic policies and shit. But if you change it to good old Tommy, nah, you're cooking with gas there, mate. Fucking Tommy Robinson. So he's the manager of polygenic scores with an undercover report when an undercover reporter met him and his colleague, and a British private school teacher, Matthew Frost. The company controlled a number of initiatives to promote race science. Chief amongst them was Open Psych and Mankind Quarterly, both pseudo-academic journals, in addition to a team of underground researchers such as David Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer or Pfeiffer? Piffer. I am terrible at names. I'm absolutely terrible. An Italian former academic who once referred to African immigrants as gorillas. Fucking hell. And had his paper cited in the manifesto of the 2022 Buffalo terrorist who killed 10 people. See, do you know when you get these people that are like, oh, they're just ideas. It's just science, man. We're just fucking... Not only is it for obvious reasons anti-science, but our mate here, I'm trying, and I tried to fit it in conversation smoothly. Kierkegaard.
What's the problem? Emil, it's Emil. Emil Kierkegaard. You don't know him?
We fucking do now. He's
Emil, over here. What? Oh, he's not one of them Germans, not them Nazis.
No. He's first of all racist. He's I believe he's.
Ow! Get off. Go on then. What is it? It's
no. He's yeah. So this is formerly the Human Foundation. Changed the name after an investigation by Hope Not Hate. They basically, long story short, he's pushing eugenic fucking type research and like pseudosciences and teaming up with a bunch of people. Like, god damn it. Andrew Conroe, a wealthy Silicon Valley entrepreneur, had given the company 1.3 million and announced in late 2024 that he would cut ties, and the resulting publicity coincided with the decline of in the quality of the organization's highest quality media asset, Aporia magazine.
Aporia magazine.
Yeah. Can you do this now? I am terrible at fucking.
Well, yeah, I could try. Aporia jumped at me. Aporia was previously able to book podcast appearances from mainstream writers and academics, among them like Peter Hitchens, Nigel Bigger, and Noam Chomsky. This year, with the exception of Steven Pinker, the caliber of video interviewees and guest writers has dropped to obscure conspiracy theorists and anonymous accounts. Aporia's podcast is now co-hosted by magazine editor Noel Carl, a former Cambridge academic disparagingly described by Matthew Frost as not charismatic enough for the role. In 2025, Aporia was repeatedly published. In 2025, Aporia also repeatedly published Lipton Matthews, a race science author, whose own output was criticised by Frost as so poor quality that it was a total waste of time. Its ex-following has remained largely static at around 10,000 followers. Polygenic Scores was dealt a further blow in 2025 when one of its former leaders publicly broke with the organisation, for reasons that remain unclear. Eric Ahrens, a German white nationalist, uploaded YouTube videos that described the inner workings of his former friend and colleague Emil Kierkegaard. In a December 2025 video, Ahrens accused Kierkegaard of tax avoidance and drunkenly discussing the hiring of a dark web assassin to murder one of his critics. See, these things jump straight out, don't they? Ahrens accused Kierkegaard of tax avoidance and drunkenly discussing the hiring of a dark web assassin to murder one of his critics. Kierkegaard, at the time of writing, had not responded to these claims, and I don't blame whoever he is. I wouldn't respond either.
Also, I heard your little dick being like, I told you, German. No, that's Eric. So, you wanna take that, mate?
No, fucking don't. I'm gonna double down on that for the McGrew.
Right, okay, let's we're gonna do it now.
Oh, bless him.
For the purposes of this right now, We are
Yeah,
going to review this Smelly Lefty Corporation from the perspective of a Tommyite.
Oh, it's our Tommy though, isn't it? It's our Tommy.
Our
he's trying
Tommy. He's
to
our
unite
Tommy.
it,
God.
and
Look
he
at what they're
doesn't
doing
care,
to
you
our
know.
boy.
Do you know what he's had to give up to do this? Do you know what he's had to give up? Fuck all. That's what he's had to give up to do this. Sorry, I went a little bit left there. Bit of a swerve. Do you want me to read something?
Yeah, let's have a look at that. Let's see how they're going to try and slag off our guy. Remember, we had 3 million people turn up at this United Kingdom protest.
Oh no, there's 3 million there, just there outside that building.
You can see all 3 million of them
and
right
look at
here.
that patriot's knees there. Can you see him? Look at those patriotic knees. That's fantastic.
Look at them. You can't get more patriotic than those fine English knees. Look at them.
Look at the culture. So, can you turn me up just a turn? I mean, zoom in just a way. Ooh, that might be a bit too stay. So, our Stephen, bless his little heart and cotton socks, he actually Lennon's Unite the Kingdom demonstration last September wasn't just the largest far-right demonstration in British history. How many people went?
At least 4 million, Dad.
All right, at least 4 million. It also received support from a large minority of the British population. A poll of over 8,000 people, that's a bloody long poll, conducted in January 26, found that 26% of British people said that they either went on the demonstration or supported from afar. This is going to be one of them I was there stories, isn't it? You know, I was there.
We were there, Dad, in spirit. We were there, right there with them, listening to Elon Musk tell us that we're in, we should fight back or die. We were there.
Fight or die. Oh yeah, I was there with me, saluting and stuff. While almost twice as many people said that they did not support the rally. Oh well, the fact that lefty bastard. The fact that a quarter of British people identified positively with Lennon's movement is deeply worrying.
There you go. We've got it.
Because he's a bit overcooked, isn't he? He's on the run from ISIS doing shows in America. Large minority smack. It's wrong, isn't it?
It is. But do you know what? Do you know why we love Tommy? Because as racist as he can be, like when he's, referring
Oh, he
to...
doesn't mean it.
Like,
Oh, he doesn't mean it.
He's just a lovable rogue. He's out there protecting us. He's on the run. Dad, do you know what he's doing right now as we talk?
He's hiding. He's having to hide from ISIS. He's been ISIS highly trained fucking killers.
You know he is. You know exactly. You know he is because this is what he said he was, right? He was a priority target for ISIS.
Fucking priority target for ISIS. He's never been the only. Yeah, go on. I
Here he is. Look at how stressful that looks.
Brave little soldier, isn't he?
Can you see how close he is to a stroller there? That must be awful. There might have been a baby in there and it might have cried. Or worse, it could have shit. It could have been an ISIS baby. You never know. You never know.
Why is his armpits not hairy but it's halfway down his fucking arm? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, why is his armpit start here but the hair start on the bicep?
I mean, that's weird.
You know what it is, Dad? He's the next stage of evolution. He's got like some people have suicide doors on their car. He's got suicide armpit hair.
He's got hairy bingo wings. That's incredible. I've never seen anything like it. Anyway, he's a national fucking hero.
And just to clarify as well, the water isn't distorting his legs to make him look really small. Our Tommy's been that worried that the weight has just dropped off his calves.
He is a bit short, isn't he?
Bless him. But yeah, there he is. And look, patriotic knees yet again. You can't beat patriotic knees.
See that bag behind him, stuffed with money that people have been sending him. People are so kind, aren't they?
Is that his new way of avoiding the cash carrying laws, where he's like, "It's not mine, it's this baby's."
Yeah. What are you talking about?
And he'd be like, "Sir, this is your baby." He's like, "No, I divorced them for financial reasons." I mean, no, that's a conspiracy.
So, an analysis of those who supported the rally gives a clear indication of their views. Over 80% backed the Raise the Colours flag protests and demonstrations outside hotels housing asylum seekers, while 71%, this is worrying, 71% said they think that some parts of Britain have become no-go areas for non-Muslims. And the same number believe that immigration has been bad for Britain. My word, 2/3 think multiculturalism has failed, and 60%, which is about 2/3, are convinced that there will be a civil war between Muslims and non-Muslims. What a load! This is an analysis of those brave souls who backed the rally, Stephen supporters.
You got scared then. You thought that it was 80% of the country, but you missed it. I think maybe, did you?
I know. I read it, but it didn't sink in. You know, I'm like, thick as a...
No, yeah, don't worry about it. So, yeah, analysis of those who supported the rally gave the clear indication of their views, and over 80% of them backed the Raise the Colours, Raise the Flag protest. Well, that doesn't make sense. Raise the Colours, flag protests and demonstrations. That was my brain, not them.
71% said they think no-go areas, and 2/3 think multiculturalism has failed. So 2/3 think multiculturalism has failed, and 60% are convinced there will be a civil war between Muslims and non-Muslims. Amongst young men aged 25 to 34, support for Stephen's Unite the Kingdom protest stands at a whopping 45%, while for men overall, support is generally running at about 34%. I didn't say about, did I? I did, but it's quite accurate. It's at 34%. In what could be quite awkward for Nigel Farage, 60% of those who voted, or 2/3, Reform UK in the 2024 general election also expressed their support for Lennon's demonstration. Comma. Can you spin it a bit?
No.
I won't read it then. Oh, it's not a comma, it's a full stop. Why did he have to turn up? French politician Eric Zemmour took the stage to echo Lennon's comment. We are both subject to the same process of the great replacement of our European peoples by peoples coming from the south and of Muslim culture, he echoed. See what I did there? The Dutch commentator, Eva Vlaardingerbroek. Oh, bless, put a bandage on it.
Vlaardingerbroek. You can't say Vlaardingerbroek.
Not often. She delivered one of the day's most incendiary speeches, appearing in a T-shirt emblazoned with the words "Generation Re-immigration." What do they call it? Remigration. Generation Remigration. Ada, see in Welsh that's look, isn't it? Ada Luch. What would you say? Luch? A Spanish influencer. Spanish influencer. Echoed Vlad Dingle Dongles by accusing the government of financing demographic replacement. Both Steve Bannon and Jordan Peterson were billed to speak, but they didn't turn up. Elon Musk, however, made a surprise appearance, calling for the dissolution of Parliament and warning that violence was inevitable. He wants the dissolution of your Parliament, you flipping flag-waving supporters. Remember now, he wants the dissolution of Parliament and warning that violence was inevitable. Islamophobia permeated the speeches on Whitehall. This is the religious war, said Brian Tamaki, leader of New Zealand's Destiny Church, who called for banning other religions and religious symbols. Yeah, my God's bigger than your God. After his speech, several flags were torn up on stage, including the Palestinian flag. Similarly, the Belgian politician Philip de Winter said it has to be clear that Islam is our real enemy. These people are just fucking crazy. While Lennon complained about the media calling his demonstration far right, the speeches from the stage and elements of the crowd kind of proved this was justified. UTK, Unite the Kingdom, became not just a spectacle organised by Lennon, but an opportunity for far-right activists to foster a sense of collective solidarity and swap fucking kiddie pictures as well, these fucking people. Perhaps the most disturbing encounter, allegedly, perhaps the most disturbing encounter was at the front of the crowd on Whitehall, where a man filmed on camera called for something. He called for
Do you
the
remember when he was like, we need to,
Starmer.
yeah.
So that's nice. Isn't that nice?
I mean,
Seeing a
Tom
crowd-
Robinson himself, when President Maduro was taken from Venezuela, kidnapped by Donald Trump, he was asking Daddy Trump to come and do that to his own prime minister. Like, these people are fucking
Oh yeah,
all
hey,
over the shit.
you should try that over here and stuff. What the fuck are they?
But you know what? I am
Traitorous. It's actually traitorous talk. That shit. You know. You shouldn't be doing that. Anyway. Do. So where are we at? So yeah,
We
see the
are-
crowd of this size cheering speeches.
Ooh, what happened there? What happened? I guess we'll have to go on with Femi then.
Oh, did I bore you? I'm sorry.
No,
Anyway,
it wasn't you.
guys,
It wasn't you
thank
at all. It wasn't you. It
for
was my
those
mistake. I
likes,
was
by the
gonna.
Jim,
I'm joking.
fantastic you are. You're fantastic. Getting everyone to like it. It's fantastic. Go on.
But no, you're doing absolutely sound. I'll be honest with you. Listening to those smelly lefties talk about our Tommy like that's doing my head in. So I thought we'll come back over now to looking at some streaming and that. And it appears that that Femi has been following our Lucy, maybe allegedly.
What's he been up to with her? Are they in a... He's a stalker?
The stalker, a member of parliament, is calling him a stalker. God, do you know what these
the
lefties
fuck?
are like?
Oh, I'm seeing Angry Femi.
So, before we do that, let's get a little bit of backdrop onto this drama that's happening with Femi and and Lucy Colony, our Lucy Colony, our, the most famous prisoner
Lucy Colony, the fucking daft girl.
in the UK. Proper political prisoner, this one. Let me find where it was.
Oh, fucking hell, yeah.
This started with Femi. Right, okay, it'll be the sued one, won't it? I'm sure, actually.
I'm
so
suing
maybe
Femi. Second row. There you go. He's a creep.
I'm being well, but there you go.
Yeah.
Morning, people. Welcome back to.
And as he should be, how dare you say anything against the queen that is Lucy Colony? She's our babe. What are you doing, Femi? How dare you when you left this?
Is she the Princess of Hearts now?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, lovely. Should we buy some flowers?
Bechod Mawr, you know what I mean? She's
indeed.
yeah.
Morning, people. Welcome back to F Politics. Even though Lucy Connolly said she wasn't going to sue me a few months ago,
will you consider legal action against Femi Olawale for describing you as a
Part
terrorist?
of me thinks the last thing I'm going to do is take any notice
You
of
need
a
to
plonker
focus on
like
what's-
him.
as of today, she has changed her mind and says she is going to sue me because I spotted her on the train and I shared this video.
I'm fucking screwing him.
This is the video that started it then. I'm not laughing. No, I'm laughing because it's so laughable. I mean, it's not like this woman, our Lucy, didn't. It's not like she, I don't know, was trying to encourage violence for the sake of political ideological gain or because, of racist reasons or anything like that. She's not in any way, shape, or form a terrorist, even if she's not been convicted of that.
And neither have I got a picture of her on the mantelpiece that keeps the kids away from the fireplace. That's not true either. Do carry on.
There she is.
I'll fucking see you. I'll sue you.
In response, she quote tweeted me saying that's the third time I'd called her that word and saying game on. She also got a bit angrier in her second tweet saying, you muggy.
You muggy cunt. I'll say it. You muggy cunt.
Oh, she's the gift that keeps on giving. And we love her dearly. I saw him smirking at me and taking photos. Well, we here on our side of the fence, when it comes to smelly lefties, I'm a bit surprised that Lucy doesn't understand that, if you're in public, then you can expect, if you're on public transportation, if you're outside in public, then people are going to take your photos. And that's okay. They're allowed to do that. We support our auditors and our...
That's a good thing.
Yeah, we support our guys. Our troops.
Saying game on.
Fuck's sake. The thing is, he's irrelevant. So irrelevant that she's sharing. He's irrelevant. I didn't realise who it was until, I'm assuming Dan Wootton or whoever sent me the post. Terrorist indeed. Is that confirming it?
Yes, absolutely confirms it. There was no fucking about. Yes, terrorist indeed. Moving on.
Game on,
Game
Femi.
Femi. I heard you're a bit skint since getting the boot from Irrelevant. From where? Where do you get
Well,
the boot?
that's what happens. All these smelly lefties are skint.
She also got a bit angry.
Street video reviews in, and he's asking, was she stalking him? Because she was.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that first.
Yeah.
I'm glad you said it first because you never guess what, right? This smelly lefty saying that this was a coincidence, but you know, we believe our Lucy.
Angrier in her second tweet saying, "You muggy C word," and telling me I'd hear from her lawyers. To which I replied, "Your lawyers will tell you that you undermined your claim that I damaged your reputation because you yourself have said twice now that I'm irrelevant. And how could
I'm an elephant."
This is another thing as well. You know, people are like talking about defamation and things like that in the UK, and they're like, when it comes down to it, you've got to actually prove like genuine, measurable harm. Do you know what I mean? Does that make any sense?
I don't know, but he's looking very expressive, isn't he? What do you think?
I think he is. I think he's currently challenging his inner
Looking
left.
under the eyebrows expression with his hand out. I love you all.
Do you know what it is? He's doing. This is like, it's kind of like a magic trick that they do. That these lefties. It's like a Jedi trick where they read things, understand them, and then repeat them in a way that clearly shows that they understand, so that others can understand. It's honestly, it's the biggest tool that the left are using at the moment. That reading thing that they do. And they look at him clearly laying it out in a beautiful format.
She shared his post. Bless her. Oops. And she does meet the definition of terrorist. And she did plead guilty. And her reputation, as he says, is pretty trash. Yes.
That's the ironic thing here, isn't it? Is that the woman, the lady that went to jail for those horrible fucking things that she was saying online, encouraging people to go and set fire to hotels during a time where people were going and setting fire to hotels and pretty much anything they could get their hands on during the riots and stuff. During all of that, she's like, "Oh, you've ruined my reputation. Are you sure? Are you sure that you have a reputation to be harmed? And if so, are you sure that wasn't you when you pled guilty to those crimes?"
I mean, does this kind of show, though, that prison doesn't work? Because she's come out more radical than she went in, hasn't she? Do you not? Would you not agree? Would you not agree?
I'm so sorry, Dad. Thing went a bit funny then. You say that again.
I was saying, has she not? Oh, my microphone's all the way down there. I was saying, do you not think that this shows that in some situations, certainly, prison doesn't work because she's come out far more radical than she was when she went in?
Yeah, or at least emboldened. Yeah, the prison in her case emboldened her. She, when she came out to a whole bunch of fangirls and boys that loved everything that she did and stood for, you know, and a lot of people interpreted this as like someone was sent to jail for words.
Yeah, nasty words.
Yeah, and it's this like, oh, this, you know, like this person's a political prisoner in many people's eyes, and that is quite troubling and shocking. But not us, Dad, not us. No, we're on their side today. And you know, how dare Femi like explain why it is that our queen is fucking wrong.
The queen
of somebody who's irrelevant damage
Sorry.
Carry on. No, carry on.
Your reputation. B, your lawyers will tell you that you actually amplified any supposed damage by sharing my post. C, Lucy Connolly meets the dictionary definition of terrorism. She advocated for people to go and burn down hotels that were run by the government full of people for her own political reasons about immigration. So advocating the murderous destruction of government buildings full of people for political reasons, that is the definition of being a terrorist. D, she...
Nah.
Patriot, mate. Patriot. It's the definition of being a fucking patriot, that is.
She's a fucking patriot, mate.
Fucking patriot. I'd fucking...
She's a proper geezer, eh?
I'm tempted to take her picture, print it out 1,000 times, decorate, stick them all over the fucking walls of my house and set fucking fire to it. Sorry? What you saying?
She's fucking... She is out... I mean, no, she's not outrageous. No, sorry, back into character. No, it is absolutely insanity, though, isn't it? How these people can Like, see what Femi's doing now. He's doing the classic understanding the definitions of words and explaining how they work and saying that you meet the definition by the criteria as listed out of the definition of this word. It has meaning to it, but people won't. They don't want to. They don't want to admit that there's meaning to it. They don't want to look at the meaning. They want to, be ignorant blissfully, and just claim that it's weird. It's weird, isn't it? What is it that they're doing, Dad? They're pretending that words don't mean anything, and then if this word doesn't mean what you say it means, then thus for it has no value. So they go, no, I can't be fascist if I don't know what it means. I can't be a terrorist because I don't know what the definition of that is.
It's pretty much like that, isn't it? I'm a patriot. Do you know what I mean? I'm not a terrorist. I'm a patriot, which I think most terrorists probably started there. Not that I've interviewed many, I'll be honest. But most terrorists, I would imagine, start as believing that they're fucking patriots, just like these guys do, just like that. And then they meet each other, and they fucking egg each other on, like sitting around, or like when there was fucking 7, daring each other to jump out of a fucking treehouse or whatever. And they do that shit for real. That's all. Right? And it's got real world fucking effect. Yeah. Yeah, Michael says, and she has the irony to use muggy stunt. You can say muggy cunt in here, mate. It's all good. Hello, T. Yeah, she has the irony to swear at him like that. If words don't mean anything. He's inconsequential, but he's still a muggy cunt, isn't he? Okay. So yeah, she's the wife of a conservative councillor. Did you know?
I'm not English, but
I didn't know that.
Oh, did you not? No, It's almost as though I'm not just talking to you, dear Papa.
He looks like he'd rather go to prison than be there.
Not yet. The point was going to be though that
is he still an MP?
I'm going to give Lucy Colony props for using the phrase "muggy cunt." It is a beautiful phrase. I'm not English, but as a Welsh person, because I don't hear it all the time, you maggy cunt. It's
maggy cunt. You are, yeah. So, yeah, so he's still a councillor, is he? This guy, Mr. Muggy Cunt.
Mr. Muggy Cunt.
Hey, this is my husband,
Councillor Colony.
See, what a weird world. What a fucking weird world. Find out.
Pled guilty to inciting racial hatred. So what are we even talking about here? And E, her reputation is already trashed, so what is there to damage? She then immediately gave up on the legal threat and said, "Stop cashing in on my name, you creep." To which I responded, "Stop cashing in on being a racist and I'll think about it." Because the reason she...
Dun, dun, dun. It's like high noon, isn't it? Guns at high noon. Dun, dun, dun.
Do you know what? I can't even take the Patriot sort of angle on this. You know what I mean? I honestly, like, she just gets herself into like situations that she's not equipped for, especially on Twitter. Her Twitter gets her into trouble, a lot of trouble. And like this now, where she's just like, you're not going to beat Femi.
After clout, I'll fucking clout you.
If you say to Femi, right, say to someone like Femi who does this for a living, right, if you say to them, "Oh, by the way, I'm going to sue you and I'm going to make all these wild claims," like what happened with us, where we had all these wild claims that were nonsensical, that would have meant nothing, gone nowhere, that we knew were nonsensical. Do you know what I mean? Only for them to, like, they know they're going to have to backpedal. People like Femi lives for this shit. Like, he's fucking on it. Like, you know what I mean? If he will turn an encounter into a train, into a post, sure. But if you want to turn it into an argument, he will massively drag that out. He's very good at what he does.
He's quite well educated as well, this man.
Absolutely, he knows. That's a good point. He knows what the fuck he's talking about as well. He's not just a couple of mercs. You know what I mean? This guy's fucking on it.
Yeah.
He is being invited on TV shows. The reason that the Reform Party is platforming her is specifically because she pled guilty to inciting racial hatred. So she is literally cashing in on being a convicted racist. Now, we'll address some points. She called me a creep, and usually filming women on trains is something I try to avoid at all costs.
Yeah, usually.
Sorry.
Oh, bless him. No, but yeah, obviously, like, I can understand why he did, and who, because of who it is and everything else. It's, the whole, there is law to this. She's not just any random woman. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's,
Yeah.
yeah.
But I'm a journalist and she's a political figure who has been platformed by the person that the polls say is most likely to be our next prime minister. So
Yeah, okay, he put it
Oh,
way more
shit.
articulately than we ever could. But yeah, exactly that. He is a journalist and she is a political figure. Whether we
That's
like it
so
or not,
depressing. So depressing.
yeah.
Don't ever say that again, Femi. Don't ever say that again. My goodness. Carry on.
filming her in order to make content that shows what she's done and what the Reform Party has supported is my job. Besides, as you can see here, I don't actually start filming her until I'm literally stepping off the train, because even though I hate every single molecule of Lucy Connolly, I'm never going to film a female politician in a circumstance where they might feel trapped. And from a moral perspective, even if you were to argue that her original crime was a crime of passion and she should be allowed to redeem herself, she's
a fucking crime of passion.
Crime of
So
passion.
passionately racist.
Fucking hell. Fucking hell. Sorry, carry on.
A fucking crime of passion. I love the avenues that there's nowhere that they won't.
I mean,
take
if you're murdering your husband's lover or something, you know, that's a crime of fucking passion to me. I may be wrong, but yeah.
saw that after
yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. It's like a heat of the moment sort of thing, but like I don't think racism is a heat of the moment thing.
No, it isn't, and it's also learned, isn't it? Nobody's born racist. We learn it.
after she tweeted that people should go and burn down hotels full of refugees, people did actually try and go and burn down hotels full of refugees. Now, if you were in her position and you tweeted that in a moment of frustration and anger, but it actually led to hundreds of people trying to burn people alive, you would feel so guilty about that you would take a step back from politics forever. Instead, she's pushing the exact same kind of politics. And thirdly, her whole shtick is that she's a champion.
Just to go back to that where it said you might step away from that sort of stuff. You might, you know what I mean? You might just like move on with your life. You might think, do you know what? This has cost me so much. You know, this endeavor into extreme fucking racism, broadcasting it, you know, like is xenophobia released. But
I think this is the bit where she actually turned into Ray. If you believe in free speech but attacking me for my opinion, then you are not a free speech absolutist. Why would you be? We have freedom of expression, don't we? We don't have free speech as such. We have freedom of expression.
Which is free speech, but not free of consequence. So
absolutely.
If you are,
yes, there are rules to the speech. You can say there are rules.
And then you get these free speech absolutists that are like, "Oh my god, I want to get rid of these lefties because I don't like their opinion," and like they just honestly they don't. What they're doing is there's either a dysfunction between like fucking neurons in their brain or something where they're just not getting that the world that they're inventing in their worldview isn't real and it's not reality, or they accept the way things are and they're doing it for a grift. There's no two in between. You're either fucking don't understand what you're talking about, or you fucking do understand it and you're doing it for a grift, because you can't. There is no honest position to take from there. Everything is a lie. Everything is bullshit. All this stuff with Lucy Connolly, like since pre going to jail, post going to jail, she's managed to warp this into a cash cow for her. And yeah, sure, rightfully, journalists and people like Femi, who may, people on the left wing or whoever, may take the side of reality and call it what it is. Oh, there's a terrorist on my train. Do you know what I mean? Or you could fucking, I don't know where I'm going with that. Do you know what I mean, Dad? Am I making any sense?
No, you couldn't sit there and offer her a sandwich, could you? You know what I mean? No. All right, he doesn't help, does he? But being what he is, being a journalist and a fucking actor, which is what these MPs seem to be, he loves, he loves this stuff, he loves being ankle deep, shall we say, in this kind of stuff. Big old bust-ups online, he loves it. I don't know my blinking, so...
Finish this, where we at?
Do carry on.
Of free speech, that she's a political prisoner, that it was wrong for the courts to lock her up for calling for hundreds of people to be burned alive. But when I tweet a mean word at her, she wants to sue me. Make that make sense. And for the record, I'm not particularly scared of her suing me because I think the Reform Party would stop her. Why? Because when I win, it will be a matter of legal record that the Reform Party platformed a terrorist. So call me a chimney the way I want that smoke.
Woo!
I'm Femi. Make sure you follow F Politics.
Call me a chimney the way I want that smoke.
I told you can't do this to Femi. He lives for this stuff. Like he's
Call me
fucking
a
good at what he
chimney.
does. Should we see how that ended? Because there was
That's so funny.
it started 6 months ago with Lucy Collin, They Might Sue Me. That was with the original terrorist thing, and then it was right. We're not going to do that at all. And then the train incident happened.
You kids do say some
so
funny things.
is it this
Arrest Femi? Arrest
Yeah,
him.
well-
What a good idea.
racial hatred. So she is the proof.
Okay, do you know what? We'll come. Let's. I don't want to be like a substitute for his channel. You know what I mean? I want people to go and find it and discover it.
Because she was arrested and jailed because of a tweet she put out, is trying to have me arrested and jailed because of a tweet that I put out. Because Lucy Connolly has said that if I don't apologize and delete the tweet calling her a terrorist, by 6 p.m. today, she's going to launch civil and criminal proceedings against me.
Right. Does that sound familiar, Dad? Has any weird, like, delusional, stranger far-righter ever said to us that if we don't do something by a certain time, that they too would also launch imaginary legal proceedings? Does that sound familiar?
Let me think. Hey, no, he had them queuing up, didn't he? He had people queuing up to sue us.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, yeah. There was a group of them. They were doing a proper slap lawsuit. You know, those things that you can't really do anymore in this country.
Oh, yeah.
That he neither has the time, money, nor inclination or fucking know-how to engage in.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's clear, isn't it?
Michael. I love this. He's got having a mental Friday night here. He's just cracked open a bottle of green elderflower juice. Elderflower, mate, makes just the most beautiful cordial pop stuff, doesn't it? You get it just slightly alcoholic as well. It's beautiful. Anyone that hasn't gone out and picked elderflowers, fucking leave it alone. It's fucking mind-numbingly hard work, but the taste is fantastic. It is. So, Michael, yeah, obviously having a banging Friday night. Get in there.
Do you remember we had some decent, we tasted some decent elderflower champagne and wine from a friend of ours because we're country as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, what was I going to say? Yeah, do you remember a friend of ours, well, your friend that made it, and then that stuff was fucking delicious.
It was absolutely lovely. It's a lot of work though. Elderflowers, you need to you just need the fucking petals basically, and they're tiny, teeny tiny. And it's really hard work. If you don't stand on your head and rub your tummy as well, shout and thank goodness it's Friday, you're telling the police. You've till 7 p.m. It's only just over half an hour to learn how to do that. That's a bit of a deadline, that Streety vid. So yeah, don't call me Dangerous Dave for nothing. Dun dun dun. I don't know what he's been up to.
He's been having a mad Friday night, and he's got elderflowers. Anything is possible.
So if anyone's not made it, you are actually missing something. Great thing to do with the kids. And so does elderberries. Get them collecting the elderberries. They'll be asking you for weeks at school why you've got blood all over your children's hands. You can't send them to school with blood on their hands. Elderberries do stain, but they're great to take the kids doing and get a bit of child labour working in your favour for a change, because it doesn't happen very often. And your wife smells of elderberries.
It's a hamster.
So yeah, I would recommend everybody have a bash at that stuff. It's really cool. Also, the wild garlic should be collectible about now. I don't know. Well, that's in this part of the world. I guess further south, it's already peaked. But there should be wild garlic out for the picking. It grows alongside the river here. It's bloody lovely. If you can find a piece. Find a bit where the dogs are pissed on it. It's really cool.
Yeah, always important before foraging. Make sure the dogs haven't pissed on it. And on that note,
it is. Pick the ones from the top. Don't take the ones at the bottom. Somebody's dog will piss. Carry on. Sorry,
no, that was my mistake. I didn't mean to. But yeah, you got it.
Just fucking go for it. Because even though I am not rich,
Tell him.
Did you see that sideways fucking thing he did was
He was
against
letting
me.
him know.
My
he was
response:
fucking
just
splassing
fucking go
everything.
for it. Because even though
And good for him. He should be ready for it. Like, you know what I mean? This is what he does, and people like this, where they're like, fucking, I've found the police. There's only one way to deal with them, that's call them out on their lies. Don't get me wrong, they will then run back to their own audience and be like, aha, I sure told them. You know, and try and claim their pride that way. But you both know what's gone on. And, you know, thanks to Femi, now it's everywhere else, and we all know what's going on.
I am not rich, so being sued and prosecuted could lead to a very dark year for me. This has to be done. Because it is about time that we defeat this meme. The idea that you can only call somebody a terrorist if they are black or brown.
And it's, do you know what? As fun, this was probably thought of as like a quick joke in the Family Guy sort of boardroom. But this has resonated with the way things are for a long time. Like, mentally ill, and then a bit further down, terrorist, and it's you know, who is and who isn't a terrorist. Melanie couldn't possibly be a terrorist because she's white, right?
I see what you did there. Right, white, right. Oh dear. So yeah,
because imagine for a
if you can't, I was talking about rivers. If you can find one that isn't full of, is it that bad wherever you guys are? I mean, I've got to say it's not all that bad here, but we seem to have lost all our salmon of any size. They just seem to have disappeared. We're getting small ones, you know, 6-inch smelt or whatever they called now. Whatever they're called now. Yes, I think they're smelt. And then, well, they're supposed to disappear to sea after they grow to a certain size. They go off and they have a wild time partying on shrimp and stuff like that. And then they come back as big old salmon to lay their eggs. But they're just not coming back, you know. And the ones that do, I've been told by somebody who fishes regularly here, the ones that do have all got fucking netting marks on them. Fucking rope burns from nets. And these are the ones that were too small to actually catch. They've got through the nets. So yeah, it's happening out at sea, Smack. Do you know what I mean? This is where the river, the fish in the river are looking healthy as fuck, mate. We've got wild brown trout and stuff here, and it's lovely. But the salmon just went. They just didn't come back one day.
Yes, Smack. Fucking preach. Stop eating fish, dumbasses.
Well, what do we not eat?
My God.
I mean,
I wonder if there's a connection between us fucking eating them all and then shitting where they live.
Well, salmon are mostly farmed now, aren't they? And if you guys knew how they were, I mean, ugh. So I spent a winter once in Shetland, where they had these fucking salmon farms just offshore there. And the massive, like, I don't know, 100 foot, 30 meters or so round fucking diameter round cages that just drop down away. And there's netting down the sides and the bottom. And they just, these pelagic fish that normally would be leaving the river and fucking off right across the ocean, possibly even into another ocean. Possibly even in switching oceans. You never like that. I mean, they go on massive journeys. Instead of which, they sit in this fucking, well, they don't sit, they swim, and they swim round and round and round and round this fucking 30-foot thing. And that's all they do all day and all night. And they're just swimming round and round in this fucking thing. They're usually full of lice. They are fucking... Some of them, I mean, they get damaged against the fucking sides. They get damaged when they, when they take them out, they vacuum the things out. It's not nice, mate. It's a pretty fucking brutal way to supply food. It really is. To see that, these things, they used to come into the factory there. I worked at the factory. Salmon factory, and they would come in these big fucking waterproof big fucking containers full of ice and fucking dead and dying fish, and they just dump this onto what they call the belt, big stainless steel tables where you could put a fish upside down at the side of this table. They just, open them up, just split it, strip the guts out, and it's all done in just a couple of seconds each fish. It's like, whoop, slice it open, get your hand around this fucking round the guts, slice it off where the heart is, and just chuck that down the drain, and that's it, or in the bin. And then you pass that on to the next guy whose job all day, and I had this job for a while, all day, and I graduated to this job. This wasn't even my first fucking job there. I had a spoon, a teaspoon with a grip on it, and all day I was stripping the blood out from the spine. When you gut a fish, you still get that layer of blood along the spine. So it was my job to just literally strip this fucking blood out of fish all day. Some of them, still twitching. They don't even know they're dead yet.
On that lovely note, Dad, I think it's time for the pledge. I think you're ready for the pledge. Do you want to see the pledge? Do you want to hear it first?
I'll never eat a fucking salmon again. I know that. Never.
Should we all do the pledge now? After that, I think this is how we should. This is the pledge. The pledge.
Say the pledge. I am a nice shark, not a mindless eating machine. If I am to change this image, I must first change myself. Fish are friends, not food.
Except stinking dolphins.
Dolphins? Yeah, they think they're so cute.
One more time for people in the back.
Not food.
Except
there you go.
Yeah. So, Michael, talking about these farm fish, mate, saying they're full of antibiotics. They are, mate, and also the colour. They had artificial colour to the food that they give them, because otherwise they wouldn't be pink, because they just go around in fucking circles. Literally, they get that pink colour from eating wild shrimp and stuff that they don't get. So they put fucking dye in the food. It's great, isn't it? Carry on, mate.
Sorry. No, you were having a good chat with one of our mods. It's cool. Do you think?
No, that was it. I was just talking about about the fish. It is shocking and it's horrible. They are pumped with antibiotics. The food, the stuff is dyed. It's horrible. It's horrible. I wouldn't eat another fucking salmon. That wasn't, well, I just wouldn't eat one anymore. It's been years now. I won't fucking eat them. But Michael's saying there's one farm here now using water jets to fillet farm salmon, not even people. I know, right? Do you know there was a machine that you can feed the salmon in one end, and they come out the other end without any scales on and stuff. And you look in this machine and it's just fucking, it's horrible. If you fell in there, well, if you put your arm in there, it'd probably take the whole of you in. What a horrible thing. Strips the fucking scales off these fish. And then they went on to the guys who would stand all day simply filleting. But they were the highly skilled guys who would fillet. Again, they'd fillet a salmon in seconds. To see him work is fucking amazing. But it's from doing it time after time after time. Yeah. Michael says, respect to fishermen. It is the most dangerous peacetime job. Do you know it?
No, you haven't been the guy that I hire that feeds my dad in his cage.
Go Raoul.
You lose a few.
Yes, mate. That's a dangerous peacetime job. It is, and they push and push and push, don't they? We're right up, bumping up against the fucking ice sheets of the Arctic and the Antarctic, and grabbing whatever we fucking can. Yeah, no wonder it's fucking dangerous. We are a hungry species.
People will do anything but eating veggies. Just eat your veggies, guys. Fucking hell.
Wait till you hear a fucking veggie scream. What are you going to do then?
I'm half deaf. Even if it did, I wouldn't hear it. I'm fine.
Okay. It's a dangerous peacetime job, Michael. There are some dangerous work about, but it is, being on a boat way up there, miles away from fucking anywhere where it's freezing cold. That is dangerous, yes. I'll fucking give you that. Being a patriot on a train is probably the most dangerous job, though, says Smackety.
Let's find out.
If you're being stalked, go on.
second that instead of the riots that we saw in 2024, it was Muslims in their hundreds and thousands running around the country attacking white people, trying to burn down hotels that were full of white people. And one Muslim who had urged them on online had been jailed for doing so. There is nobody in this country who wouldn't call that person a terrorist. And so if Lucy Connolly does sue me and I win because the court decides that it's legitimate for me to call Lucy Connolly a terrorist, then it will be a matter of legal record that the Reform Party platformed a terrorist. And the most famous one in the UK will be a white woman, which will take some of the heat off of black and brown people that they've been experiencing since 2001. But as for me being sued for libel, there are 3 defenses to libel. 1 is the truth, 2 is honest opinion, 3 is public interest. As for the truth, well, she meets the dictionary definition of a terrorist. She called...
Hey?
Yeah, go away, Femi. I've had enough now.
No, too late. We're going to come to a conclusion of it. So, we're going to get to the end of this. So, now... come to, was it, no, not this one. This one was the 5 hours ago one. There was one where...
Oh, it's that ongoing. 5 hours ago. That's probably
this last one we saw was last week. But in between that one and this one...
Put your finger on the pulse of the news here, my boy.
Aye, but in between that one and this one, there was... basically, she deleted her account.
Oh.
She deleted a Twitter account. Prison couldn't even make that fucking person delete her Twitter account. Oh my God. But he did it. She deleted her Twitter account. She removed it for a while. But now, this is only 3 minutes and it's only 5 hours ago. So,
morning, people. Welcome back to F Politics. Why is an MP lying about me?
After all of that, which I can't seem to find the video at the moment, but I'm sure that he put up a thing saying that that he'd managed to, but in response to everything that had happened, instead of litigation, she just deleted her account.
Like, I get Dan Wooten. His whole thing is performative bullshit. Like, here he is laying flowers for the late Queen. But Esther McVey is a member of Parliament, and she's calling me a stalker.
It's moved from him talking it, a bit of banter, whatever.
Yeah, I get that.
Constantly posted to then what has become stalking. Like you said, did he bump into her, or was he watching her every move and then?
Gail. So was he...
They love to stretch reality, don't they? Oh my!
Doesn't she? Yeah. Oh, come on. She was at the other end of the freaking carriage. I mean, it's just crazy, man. She's just crazy.
Who would have thought 2 people on the train at the same time, Dad, in England? That never happens.
Obviously, stalking.
In a country as large as England, I'm sure.
Obviously stalking. Just ask it. Was it stalking or what?
This idea as well, Femi's stalker behaviour on train widely slammed. Like, motherfucker, that's libel. Nobody but you is saying that. You and Lucy Connolly. What the fuck are we talking about?
It should be door on train, widely slammed, really, shouldn't it?
Boom.
If it's to make any sense.
I'm here, I can see what you're doing. You think you're on a train, but look, I was a coach behind you. So I think that has passed the line of obsessional pursuit.
Fuck it out.
Pursuit.
He saw her on a train and then took a picture of it or a little video of it as he was getting off, right? That was it. Bearing in mind, these are all like the same people who would like Dan Wootton and stuff. He's had auditors on his show, that love to geese. Do you know what I mean? Like, how are those, like that guy threatened to burn down a school, that auditor, right? And he's geese, yeah. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then you should do. But yeah, like, and now on the same show, you've got this person being like, oh, he used his phone in a really non-threatening, non-aggressive way, and fucking.
She's looking off to the side, telling fibs. Look at her.
Auditing good, Femi bad. Femi, a journalist, taking a video on his way off of a train so that she didn't feel trapped as a female on a train, but by herself. It's oh my God, you can't make it up.
You could. I mean, there's going to be a show about this one day. What is it, geese? I'll tell you what, geese. Yeah.
But it is geese, right?
Yeah.
Listen, what it is, geese, right?
Yeah.
I don't believe that was a coincidence. We're a very big country. They don't live in the same.
Like,
wasn't a fucking coincidence. They were on the same train. OMG. OMG. They got the same train.
What I find really weird is that the binary option that they've given themselves is either that he's an incredible obsessive stalker, or they got on the train at the same time, and they're like, "Ooh, it can't be the other one." It's like,
I mean, they were going to the same place, weren't they?
No, they weren't. He got off early. They were on the same track.
Oh right, go on. Oh, he left.
The footage that we saw
he did
was
the honourable thing and left you alone. Colony, whatever her name is.
Plays, he's been obsessed with her, and what he just happens to not only be on the same train.
Like I've talked before about how insane it would be for me to be able to predict and get on the right train in Birmingham that would arrive at Northampton at the right time, at the right platform, in the right carriage, so that Lucy Connolly would get on near me. But there's also the fact that I thought I was being set up. Because remember, Lucy Connolly is allied with the Reform Party, a party of millionaires, allied with Elon Musk. They do have the resources to find me if they wanted to. But at the time, I still couldn't be sure it was even her. So I asked everybody I could. You can see in the group chats, I'm
So on the plus side, Dan has snappy dress sense. The blue blazer really contrasts well with the plum in the red. No, with the plum red shirt. Yeah, not try too hard, but casual.
That's I mean, you know,
that's fair comment. Fair comment. You should always look at people's fashion, get an idea what they're like. Have a look at the shoes, see if they brush them.
Yeah, I know that. He's rocking it.
Going in.
Snappy dresser. Shame about his fucking political leanings.
Like, look, I want to post this, but like, if it's not her, I look racist as hell. And you can see the moment where I realize, oh wait, shit, it is actually her because she posted from the train. And so I'm like, all right, let's fucking go. But Esther McVeigh is telling everybody that I'm the one that organized this whole thing. And this is precisely why I do go on about Lucy Connolly, because she is the proof that the right of British politics is allied with criminals. Because laws are...
Let's see if that checks out. Just from the sort of people that we know. So like
I believe 40% is the number you're looking for, isn't it?
40%, yeah. Of the, I think it was 40+% of the
people arrested at those hotel, at those hotels for whatever they were arrested for, had previous for. You can have the honour.
Domestic violence, I believe, and stuff. They'd be for domestic violence and things. This is the protect our women and girls crowd.
Absolutely.
But yeah, like. I mean, let's go even further. So, like, you know, let's look at like sort of individuals. I mean, we can say that auditing is is deeply entrenched in criminality and criminals. For starters, they have to break the law quite often with the way that they create content. Plus, on the other side of it, it is a lot of just criminals doing it. I mean, look at AY, for example, with convictions of burglary, the threats to burn down schools and all that other stuff. What a lovely, lovely individual he is. You look at DP. I believe there was, this is coming from AY during his campaign on DP and that. I believe it ended in an NFA. It's important to say that first, but there was, calls of domestic abuse and stuff like that on DP. The police had to come out. Then you look at like the obvious ones like DJE Media, you look at like AJ audits,
It's just full of them, absolutely full of them, mate.
There's quite a lot of them.
It's people pretty much people without a fucking hope, thinking they can do this. It's just crazy. It's
a cash grab.
It is a cash grab, and it attracts some of the worst people.
It's because you wouldn't do this if you were like a moral principled person. If you wanted to be able to do some sort of journalism, you'd have a code of ethics, even if it's one that even if you didn't study the craft of journalism and spend all those years studying that trade to earn the right to be a journalist. Even if, you were just by chance a person that happens to be in an area while something is happening and you pull out your camera and record, then you're still a citizen journalist. You can, but these people aren't. They're just not.
No, they're not. They're just fucking rabble rousers, mate. Rabble rousers, the bloody lot of you.
Made in Parliament. Members of Parliament
None
are the
of them.
ones who write our laws, and Lucy Connolly broke our laws. I, as a journalist who spotted a political celebrity on way to a media broadcast, a political celebrity who is closely allied with Nigel Farage, who the polls say is going to be our next prime minister, I did not break any laws. I simply did my job. Yet Esther McVey is siding with the criminal. Like, you have a white criminal and a black law graduate in the same space, and they're choosing to side with the white criminal. And yes, race is relevant because she literally tweeted, "If that makes me racist, so be it," and then pled guilty to inciting racial hatred. So Paul...
But she's not racist, no.
Much. Not much. I'll be
Not
back
at
in
all.
1 minute. Back in 1 minute.
All right, you go do your thing, Dad.
Politicians like Nigel Farage and Esther McVey are siding with a white racist criminal over a black law grad equality campaigner. They're showing us exactly who they are, and the fact that they're having to lie about me to cover themselves just makes it that much clearer. And what's crazy is you're looking at a panel of 3 public figures who are all attacking me on the grounds supposedly of protecting women, but all 3 of them have been involved in major anti-women scandals.
This is where it gets juicy. This is where it gets irony. Those that shout the loudest about things like this often have the most to hide. Every accusation is a confession. This is something that people are familiar with. This is the thing that humans do. So some humans who are very, very vocal about certain issues, specifically ones that they have done. Do you know what I mean? Some people, they're doing it in a way to compensate for the fact that they have done it. So, I mean, I'll let Femi explain it now because he'll do a much better job than I could. But when you listen to the kinds of people that are calling him out as a creep or a this or a that, these are also the people that have these charges or these histories or these investigations surrounding them. And, it's wild. And you can apply that to a lot of places. Like we were saying before about the criminality within the auditing sphere. At the moment, you'll have this large group of people. AJ audits, AY audits, DJE media, all of these people who have at some point purported to be there for the defense of women and girls, and they're like acting as though they are the final shield, the defense between them. These are people who have directly had very serious incidents involving women and girls. Obviously, AJ audits was horrific crimes against children of the worst order that I don't particularly want to detail in detail. And obviously we know about AJ was creepy as hell, and we all know about DJE thanks to largely thanks to Street Video Reviews. If you're still listening, a massive shout out again for your work there. That was really cool. But we know a lot about DJE media, and with AY, he went with him. He made a confession on a very big platform, Liam Tufts on YouTube, publicly broadcasted the fact that he had threatened to burn down a school to kill some teachers. There's a lot of question marks about that confession, though. I don't know if it's fully true, only because I'm not saying that maybe he's been pushed into saying something or whatever. I think he's covering something else up, because when you look at the newspaper report, it says for threats to kill women on multiple occasions. But you get my point, though, is that a lot of these people who are really out there, DP audits, there was he was lifted by police for domestic violence, domestic incidents and things. It's crazy, isn't it? It's it says a lot about them when they're in the rush to do this, and it's also
was that allegedly. With the DP thing, was that allegedly? I think
no, it was. He'd said it as well. It was an NFA, and I made clear before it was no further action.
Okay, good.
These people are often
I can't stand the little rat, but I wouldn't want to.
Like it's awful. And these are the kind of people that this is another thing as well. So not only is that revealing when you get there, we need to protect them. It's not just that. It's when we need to protect them from this hyper specific certain type of person that fits a certain type of profile.
I'm going to interrupt you just for 1 sec, mate, and tell you I've got 10 minutes left, and then I have to go and feed me and my granddaughter.
You can, Dad. You can go.
I'll give 10 minutes. She's agreed. Like we can have 10 minutes. That's cool.
Bless her. That's cute. You've got your 10 minutes. So no worries. We'll hit play on this then, so you can get a bit more.
Esther McVey, when she was a minister, was told about the fact that her policies were increasing poverty and driving women towards S work.
Our universal credit is being rolled out in Birkenhead. how it's not going as well as we're told in the House of Commons, where some women have taken to the red light district for the first time.
And her response?
Perhaps there are other jobs on offer.
And Philip Davies on the
She's horrible, isn't she? Horrible.
For the first time.
And her response?
Perhaps there are other jobs on offer.
Oh my God, that is just the worst of the worst. That is the scummiest. That's like my dog likes air. Do you remember?
I like that. Oh, mate.
Was it Mitt Romney or someone that tied his dog to the roof and then he went for like a mad long drive? And then and they were like, well, how could you do that? And he was like, my dog likes air.
Yeah.
That's the same shit, isn't it?
It fucking is, mate. It's just mental.
Other jobs are available.
Lorraine hates Esther. Fight. Ooh.
Speaking of other jobs available, Matt's next job could be in plumbing, Dad. He just doesn't know it yet.
It's right up there with it. Let them eat cake, isn't it? There are other jobs. Jesus Christ. It's just beyond words almost, isn't it? Why did he? Where was her head?
It's this indifference to the people that these guys, the indifference to the indifference to poverty. This is the deal with people that are on the far right. When it comes to somebody that's traditionally right wing, when somebody's traditionally conservative, financially conservative, I can have good faith, endless conversations with people like that and have no ill feelings towards them all day. But there's another group of people that operate in that other sphere of things.
Yeah, well, these aren't conservatives by any means. These are the fucking Labour Party. Listen to them.
No, that one, yeah, that was a Tory MP.
Oh, she is. Yeah, I'm sorry.
But my point is though that like these people that position themselves in with those extreme sort of like views that she's got. Like right now, she's trying to paint Femi out to be a stalker when all he did was be on the same train as a person, right? And so I'm noticing a pattern with these people that aren't really associated with reality. They go to the most extreme cases possible, and they always claim to be about the people, and they have such an indifference to their fellow humans suffering. It's shocking. There's no humans in humanity on that side of them. You know what I mean? They're not even about helping themselves either. They're people in her constituency. And she's still like, that's her people. And like, no, there's other jobs available. Like, what? The poverty in your area has got so bad because of bills that you've passed that people are turning to S work. And it's like, oh, well, fucking, there's other jobs out there, I suppose. How cold and cruel is that?
Very, 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 very.
And Philip
Go on.
Davies on the other side is the guy who spoke for 93 minutes in Parliament specifically to try and derail a bill called the Combating Violence Against Women Bill. He tried to block a bill designed to keep women from being beaten. Yeah, and then there's Dan Wooten, who got fired from GB News specifically because he allowed Lawrence Fox to go on a massive sexist rant against Ava from Politics Joe while giggling along.
It was from this video that I probably was listening to it before then, but yeah. That fucking Dan Wooten is there's way more to that than just that as well. Dan Wooten is a proper fucking horrible human being.
Three of them don't give a crap about women. The Reform Party, who platformed Lucy Connolly, literally said they believe their convicted MP who beat a woman over the woman who was beaten. But of course, I'm the weirdo and the stalker for calling all this behavior out. I'm Femi. Make sure you follow F Politics. So Politics doesn't F you. Have a great week.
Have a great week, Femi. I hope you have a fucking.
Do you know that's a really good saying, like F politics, because otherwise politics will F you and politics will. People that say, like one of my own kids says, I don't follow politics. I don't follow politics. I fucking hate politics. There's no point in all that. And I think, my goodness, politics affects every single aspect of people's lives, of all of our lives. Every single aspect is affected by politics. It drives me mad when people say that, especially when it's my own kin. What can I do? I should lock him in a box until he changes his mind.
Fucking street video reviews on it as well. Just looked up Esther McVeigh on Wikipedia, stalking her now. She had said the private school and first job was director in her father's construction.
Director in her first job.
First job director. I mean, but like, there's other jobs available, guys. You can just become a director. You don't have to go to sex work. Just get your dad to make you a director of his company.
Yeah, you're right, Michael. Not following politics is absolutely, it's from a place of privilege. Of course it is. I don't need to follow politics. Like, bloody hell, you don't. But yeah, what can you say?
It's between us, Street Video Reviewer. It's all between us. Although, because we've put this comment up now, there will be a headline somewhere on someone's channel, I'm sure, being like, "Oh, Street Video Reviewer admits to stuff." They're crazy, aren't they?
Yeah. So yeah, go on, carry on. We've only got one prep.
What were you going to say? You want to scrap? You want to do this?
I'm ready
So
to fight.
you wanted to. I don't know if you remember earlier. Maybe I should. I shouldn't bring it up. But while we're doing the Smelly Lefty stuff, there's one particular dude who is like just shooting at Smelly Lefties left, right, and center. And I'm sure that you were saying like we wanted to mention one or two things first, and then just move on and not talk about them for a bit. Do you remember?
I thought I was better than that.
Than the comments that you wanted to make, yeah, but the post is the whole thing.
Okay, guys, I'm under thingy. I'm under pressure here. Go on, you're gonna have to lead me through the nose. What is it I'm gonna say here?
No, you don't have to say. You don't have to say anything at all, Daddy. I just thought that you wanted to. Basically, look, I ran everyone through it. So, a little while ago, I saw. Obviously, we've been speaking to that Mr. In Between for a little while.
Mr. In Between my butt cheeks.
Let me get some other stuff open, but yeah, like we've had back and forths, and that guy is honestly just like there's no point to it in a lot of the cases. But what I said at the time was I'm going to stop sort of like directly engaging with him like that, and instead I'll just if there's any sort of like world-endingly stupid comments that I see or I happen to see or whatever, then I'll highlight them. So I did. I saw a comment and I highlighted it. This was taken from. Where do you think it was taken from, Dad? This sort of. Where do you think a comment like this would be found?
Yeah. Let me see.
One of those places, but yeah, and it was just saying silly things like there's no such things as a human right. What's a human right? Which is obviously very silly, right? Considering that this man is not only like a massive advocate for free speech, which is, one of those rights that don't exist, but also he advocated for an entire group of people to have their rights taken away from them based on the fact that they're not British.
Yes.
And so, he knows what rights are. They're just doing this thing where it's like...
He wanted a tier system, didn't he? In the courts and everything, didn't he? Just throughout life, in the courts, like a tier system. I think probably dependent on the melanin content of your skin.
Is that what you're thinking? Yeah, I'd assume so, but I don't think that he's outwardly like racist to any one specific group of people. I think that there's a certain like when it comes to asylum seekers and things like that, it's the we are the best and better than everybody, and these people are beneath us, and they are making things here much harder and worse for everyone, which is objectively not true. And they're responsible for a lot of our problems. If only we didn't have these, we should take away all of their rights. And when you really look at it and you're like, hang on a minute, are you saying that one group of people who were born in a certain nation should have more rights than other groups of people? That's not how rights work. Do you know what I mean? It does enter into the sort of racist thing. So I just highlighted here, and it took me quite some time to write this. It was going back and forth with a conversation that I had with somebody about the ECHR, because a lot of people misunderstand it. I was listening to some people talk about the ECHR, and it's so misunderstood. It's fundamental. Like, these people don't bother to look at it at all. They just have no idea what it even is, to the point, that's how it is. They don't get what it is. They don't know what it is. And they've made these assumptions based on the words of
you got quite angry about it, didn't you? Can I read a bit?
Yeah, if you want. Yeah, do you want to read it? Yeah.
Go on then. Human rights are real people. The rules that we wrote, that we agreed to, that we built into our legal system in the UK, they're not abstract theory. They're codified in British law. After World War II, Britain was one of the main architects of the EHCR. British lawyers drafted huge parts of it. The UK ratified it. Parliament even embedded it into the domestic law through the Human Rights Act 1998. That's not opinion, that's British law. British soldiers died in the fight against fascism. Then Britain helped shape the post-war human rights framework precisely so that authoritarian governments couldn't do what Hitler did. Again, makes sense, right? The idea that individuals have inherent rights against the state was a core part of preventing any specific group being targeted. To dismiss human rights as not real is anti-patriotism. It's anti-British. It dismisses the efforts of Britain, who helped build it, which frankly is insulting to the blood sacrifices made by our own people to secure those protections before.
Sorry to interrupt you. I felt really passionately about that because I was trying to also weave in when I mention because I go into like the historical background of the ECHR, which is the context in which we were one of the main architects of creating this thing. And so it's so important because it is so insulting and anti-British to make these claims that they're not real. It's some foreign power trying to leverage, like their will over ours undemocratically. They don't know what it is. Yeah, do you know what I mean?
I'm going to finish it. So it dismisses the efforts of Britain, who helped build it, which frankly is insulting to the blood sacrifices made by our own people to secure these protections before and after. Soldiers die all over the world to secure your rights. Then some idiot pretends they're not even real. Pretending we don't have human rights is typical for the far right, though. Human rights often get in the way of their overall aims. In this case, Mr. In-Between News has previously publicly advocated for removing human rights, but exclusively from a certain group of non-British people. Can you guess who? In order for this to happen, you have to ignore what human rights are. You have to ignore the UK's role in creating them and lie about why we created it in the first place. Spoiler alert, we created them to prevent ideas like Ray's or Hitler's from ever happening again. Anyways, human rights are real, obviously. It's a good little note, isn't it? Well said. Well said, young man.
I do.
But
I write.
He'll only understand about 4 words of that, unfortunately, which is a shame.
This is the thing as well. And then, to make it less about the individual and more about the person, this is the perversion of the ECHR in the minds of so many people, and it's being spread around, like whether it's on panel shows, whether it's in chat, whether it's through other content all over social media. There is a machine that is like, we don't even need what even is the ECHR? Why would it even be created?
If you want to do away with the H, you're literally advocating for torture to come back and stuff. That's what happens when you don't have fucking things like the EHCR to protect you. You know what I mean? This is fucking serious shit. And these people are, as somebody else has said, thick as fuck. They are. It's so annoying. So annoying. So it's also scary.
It is, but
they can remove your human rights. I mean, that is scary stuff.
And it's born from a place of stupidity and not ignorance. I'm not going to say ignorance, because to be ignorant of something is, this is the difference, right? So there's ignorance and there's, sorry, you meant B, but no, there's ignorance and then there's willful ignorance, which is stupidity. Nobody is born stupid. Nobody is really stupid. It's an insult, I get it, but it is a way to describe people that are genuinely and willfully ignorant. And ignorance isn't a bad thing unless it's willful. Ignorance just means that you don't know something. And if you don't know something, that's fine. You can learn about something. I am ignorant of like 99.999% of everything that's happening in the world right now. I'm not, do you know what I mean? Like I have loads to learn about. People spend their entire lives studying just one field of particular learning, it's a good thing to be ignorant. It leads to discovery and it leads to knowledge. But some people they're stupid and they're weaponizing ignorance in a way that's like, oh well, the ECHR is this nefarious thing that was created for nefarious reasons. It's giving all these people a right to come and they don't mention Brexit, they don't mention any of the nuance that involves.
They call it a foreign court or something. They call it, don't they? Is that what they say? Do they not call it a foreign court or something?
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they call it exactly that. They call it which is so disgusting because when it was created after World War II, during the war, millions of people had extreme human rights abuses. There were European countries, left and right, including us, that wanted a system that would prevent that from ever happening again. The Council of Europe then drafted a whole convention to protect your basic human rights all across Europe, to prevent governments from abusing their power, to promote democracy, freedom, and the genuine rule of law, and not the perversion of the rule of law. Do you know what I mean? Where you can't just suddenly change it so that some people have access to law but other people don't. And then that's when you get the tier system that they're always bitching and moaning about. It was there to provide a court where people could challenge violations. And although human rights they're not a rock that you can trip over. They're not a stone in your shoe, or like a ball.
They will help you
going around.
should you need it.
But it's the same as all law, hey?
They will help you should you need it.
Absolutely. They might not be tangible, but they're real. They're there. You have a right to life. You have freedom of speech, right to a fair trial, freedom from torture or inhumane treatment, a right to privacy and family life. All these things that, if are overstepped by your government, you can go to European court and say, hang on a minute, I want my rights upheld. I've had a violation and I want justice. And you have access to justice, which again is your right. And so, you know, it's one of those things like, yeah.
I'm putting a link in the private chat. I'd like, if you don't mind, I'd like you to consider this. It's not showed any pictures. Anyway, trust me, I'm British. It's a slight change of subject. What the fuck have I done with it now? Hold on.
What are you done with what? You were waiting for me.
Right, yeah. I'm just so that I can read it, that's all. So, there's another. This is my pet fucking hate, guys. I wish these fucking auditors would do a bit of good with their lives and go and fucking act as SABs now. Go and stop these people illegally fucking. Look, there's a fucking fox there. They will strip its skin off, throw it to the fucking dogs. End of. It's disgusting. It needs to stop. It's fucking illegal. This is where people should be off with your drones and stuff. You could do some real good and fucking help people. This is horrible. Anyway, there's an update. 2 hunters have been found guilty of assaults on SABs and more. Scroll it a little, son. February saw several hunt members convicted for violence against wildlife and wildlife defenders alike. Meanwhile, as we wait for the Labour government to make good on its promise to ban the facade of trail hunting, UK hunts have recently been caught on camera killing hares, foxes and deer. As usual, their actions show a complete disregard for the Hunting Act. Foxes and deer and hares. Fucking deer, they run deer to death. They run them till they just fucking cannot run anymore. Foxes, they dig them out of the fucking holes and they throw them to the dogs. Hares, they've got dogs specially for running after hares and stuff. It's not great, mate. February saw several convictions. On the 19th, Protect the Wild reported the dramatic conviction of Philip Saunders, who's a huntsman for the Pipewell Foot Beagles, who admitted breaking Section 1 of the Hunting Act after encouraging hounds to kill a hare. Footage taken by wildlife defender Emma Reed went viral, leading to Saunders' arrest. Saunders even had his hunting horn confiscated by the court, but the charges that had been brought against master and whipper, please, Lou. And whopper, no, whipper. Whoa. Okay, mate. In Rachel Lenton, yeah, but the charges that had been brought against master and whipper in Rachel Lenton, as well as the Pipewell Foot Beagles Limited as a body corporate, were dropped. The prosecution against Sam Jones of the Cottesmore Hunt, they're always at it, them fuckers, however, was unsuccessful. Jones was on trial for an incident on the 18th of January 2025, where he is heard doubling his hunting horn, urging the pack on towards a fox. His acquittal by Leicester Magistrates Court on the 5th of February prompted Northants Hunt SABs to write that the law is not fit for purpose and is continuing to fail wildlife. During February, there have been 2 other hunt-related convictions for violence against wildlife defenders. It gets really fucking dodgy down there, these guys. It really does. There's a lot of violence cooking off. Nathan Golding, joint hunt master of the Cotswold Vale Farmers Hunt, was found guilty of assault and battery after he rode his horse at 2 female hunt saboteurs during a hunt meet on the 21st of January this year. His case was heard in Cheltenham Magistrates Court, 20th of February. The Hunt Saboteurs Association wrote that hunts should know that the days of assaulting sabs with impunity from the law are over, and that the internet has a very, very long memory. Well done to Welsh Border Hunt sabs for pursuing this conviction. The court ordered Golding to pay £676 in court costs and issued him with a 6 months conditional discharge. Essentially a slap on the wrist, but should they do it again? Should he do it again? They'll have him banned from using a shotgun. There. So they'll have gone to his home and emptied his fucking gun cabinets as well. At Toby Fleming on the 4th of February at Norfolk Suffolk Hunt Saboteurs reported that Toby Fleming, the owner of Eastgate Farm in Marham, was ordered to pay a fine of £1,536 after being convicted of common assault on a lone female wildlife defender. Fleming also had his shotgun license revoked. NSHS wrote in their Facebook page, "We hope not to see him with a shotgun shooting hares. We will be watching you." The group told Protect the Wild, all of us at Norfolk and Suffolk Hunt Sabs welcome the conviction of Toby Fleming. There are far too many attacks on Sabs that are ignored or cases messed up or lost. We are glad the right outcome happened here. We're also happy his shotgun license was revoked, so he can't kill any more hares this year. And there's, it goes on. There's another one here. The case of Goulding and Fleming are not isolated incidents. In fact, another hunt member was arrested on the 24th of January. Beds and Bucks Hunt Saboteurs were working that day with Peterborough Hunt Sabs, trying to prevent wildlife crimes by the Fitzwilliam Hunt. BBHS described on their Facebook page how Fitzwilliam huntsman Sean Parrish became highly agitated and abusive after he was prevented from hunting and proceeded to dismount his horse and act in an aggressive manner. At the same time, Fitzwilliam rider George Kennedy used a horse as a weapon to pin a sab up against a tree. It sounds little, that, but I can promise you it is much. Somebody fucking rides a horse at you, mate. Them things fucking cause real harm. The whole incident was filmed, and he was arrested by officers from Cambridgeshire Police after he headbutted one activist, then took off his riding hat and hit them in the face with it. There you go. The 3 convictions, together with the violence by the Fitzwilliam Hunt, show again that the menace that hunts propose to our wildlife and to members of the public. As Parliament dithers over when to hold a consultation over Labour's long-promised ban on trail hunting, hunts are left to run wild. It's nonsense, isn't it? How the fuck? How these people get... Well, they get away with it because the government is allowing it to happen. There are fucking laws that have been passed to stop it, and they're being ignored. Because who else runs the hunts? Rich people. People with money. People with money have sway, don't they? They have clout. And that's why it doesn't get dealt with. Absolute slap in the face to fucking wildlife and all that shit. That's horrible. So
it's absolutely fucking awful, isn't it? But obviously, like when it comes to the teeth that legislation can have, because these things are conducted by. So I'm so sorry. 1 second.
Yeah.
Had to clear my throat. Sorry, but there's a certain class of people that this is quite a class exclusive thing, isn't it?
Oh yeah,
I'm not saying hunting in general, but this style of hunting.
Well, this is a class thing. This is one of the remainders of one of the last remaining fuck you poor people class sports that there are. It needs to go. It needs to fucking stop. They can do it. They can chase after each other over the fucking fields. Fuck it. They literally do this. People who are cross-country runners and stuff, they train by doing this sometimes, or they used to. They would get the scent of the fox on them, and they'd set off and see how far they can get before the hounds catch them. It's a bit of a sport. I think it's a fucking great sport.
And then you get these.
And what happens when they catch you? You get covered in licks. What could be fucking better?
But yeah, it's fucking wild, isn't it? And then you get people that try and say that scent hunting's fine. We'll just put fox scent down in an area where there is foxes, and just put these dogs out there. We won't know the difference.
Oh, it's just a great lie, you know, the great lie that they put a fox scent on a sack or whatever, and I don't know, maybe tie it to the back of a fucking horse or whatever. But they drag it across country, and the idea is that the hounds will ignore the wildlife and just follow that scent. But I mean, in practice, it's normally got a dead fox in it. They'll dig them up and kill them and stick them in the thing and drag them. It's fucking horrible. Honestly, it's fucking horrible. Brutal.
It is. Fish are friends, not food, and leave the foxes the fuck alone.
Yeah.
On that note, I think you got some babysitting to do. I got some chilling.
Foxes are like, I just will speak up for foxes. They're halfway between dogs and cats. They're fucking amazing creatures. They climb trees and fucking all sorts. They are absolutely amazing creatures. Leave the fucking things alone. Thank you.
I'll tell you what we can do then on the way out. What we could do is we're gonna have a look at some foxes.
Okay, well, let's have some nice foxes, not that are actually.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I wasn't going to show any foxes, dirty. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we want them wearing their own skins. If people, let's put this up as well. If people are getting bored, turn left. Thank you, Michael. If people are getting bored, turn left. Go live in 15 minutes when we leave. Thank you.
Oh yeah, we always try and wrap up before the news.
It's good. Yeah, nice one, Michael.
So that's it from us, folks. We're going to let me come back out of this.
It's been cool. Me 10 minutes lasted for 25. I've got a young girl to take to the shop and to feed. We've got to have emergency ice cream. That's an absolute thing. She's eaten one ice cream already, but it's a treat. She's been really good at school all week. Bless her. She worked hard, done well, and she's about to get treated for it. How about that?
How about that?
Adopted fox thinks the blanket is snow. Go and hunting little mice underneath it.
Right, and we're going to say 11p's. We're going to hit play, and then after a few videos, it'll be the usual regular outro.
11p's. We're not going to hit. We're going to hit end stream. He's a bit thick.
We're not going to hit end stream.
Am I going underwear shopping? Yeah. And on that note, fucking good night.
Right, good night from him.